So, what's the most common word you think you've used today? Chances are you've said it a dozen times without even noticing. Well, today we're going to dive into that word, the surprisingly complex two-letter word, up.
Now, this isn't just any old word. Up is actually on the Basic English 850 list. That means it's considered one of the most fundamental, essential words you need for everyday communication. It's supposed to be simple. But as we're about to find out, simple is probably the last word I'd use to describe it.
And that's really the question that got us started on this whole thing. What if one of the most basic words you use is actually one of the most complicated words you say every single day?
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. The foundation, right? The meaning we all learn first, up, as a directional force, something tied to physical space.
As a preposition, up means pretty much exactly what you'd think. It's about moving toward a higher point, away from the ground. You know, it's the first definition we all learn as kids.
Super simple, right? The balloon went up. You can picture that in your head instantly. This is up in its purest, most straightforward form.
And really, this contrast is key. Up pretty much exists because of down, higher versus lower, above versus below. This simple physical opposition is the bedrock of its meaning. It's actually a pattern we see all the time in language. We map these physical directions onto much more abstract ideas.
But watch what happens when we just add one little word. The phrase up to completely shifts the meaning away from physical direction and into the abstract. All of a sudden, it's about being in charge of something or, maybe planning something a little mischievous.
I mean, when you ask someone, what are you up to, you're not asking about their altitude, are you? You're asking about their plans, their actions. The word has already left the ground and is floating around in the world of ideas and intentions.
So up can describe our actions, but it can go even deeper, moving beyond the physical world entirely to describe our inner state of being, our emotions. And this is where it gets really interesting.
First up, and maybe most commonly, up often just means something is positive. If you say it was an up day, everybody knows exactly what you mean. It was a good day, things were looking up, full of positive momentum.
And, from having a good day, it's a really short hop to being in a good mood, cheerful.
So if someone says he is feeling up, you get it instantly. They're in good spirits, feeling optimistic. It can also shift from just a feeling to an actual event, as in something is happening, and often there's a little hint of mystery to it.
Yeah, a sentence like, they act like something is up, definitely carries that sense of intrigue, like a situation is unfolding.
But okay, here is the big twist. After all that positivity, up can mean the complete and total opposite, that something is wrong, that it's problematic or troubling. Just think about that for a second. He is feeling up means he's cheerful. Something is up with him means there's a problem. The exact same word completely flips the meaning from positive to negative, all because of a tiny change in phrasing. That's the incredible power and complexity hiding in this one little word.
Okay, so we've seen up describe a place and a feeling, but it can also be a thing. Believe it or not, up can function as a noun.
As a noun, an up is a high point, a peak, a period of success or happiness. It's the good time that gives the bad time some contrast.
And of course, there's the classic phrase we all know, life has its ups and downs. In this case, the ups are real things, the high points on our journey through life.
And now, for its final trick, up takes the stage as a verb, an action word.
Yep, that's right, you can literally up something. You can talk about how he ups the stakes, or how they upped the price, or how we are upping our game right now. It just means to increase something, and it works just like any other regular verb.
This final idea might be the most important one of all. Up isn't just a word, it's a fundamental building block of language. It latches onto other words to create totally new meanings. We see it in Sunup, the start of the day. Upload, sending data to a higher, more central place. We can be up against a problem, or we can re-up a subscription. It is the core ingredient in countless ideas we use every single day.
So this all brings us back to our first question. If a basic two-letter word can mean direction, a mood, a problem, and an action, all at the same time, well, it really makes you wonder, what other secrets are hiding in plain sight in the words we all take for granted every day? Thanks for joining this Explain.